Yeah, I agree.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I'm Jacqueline Wilson, known as Jackie Wilson or Jackie OO. 1984 graduating class, started in 1979, and I'm happy to be co-hosting this Meadowbrook Angel with for Jackie Phillips. Thank you.
All right. All right. My name is Janet Brown, class of 84, very, very close friend of Jacqueline Phillips, and it's an honor to be here.
You're not Meadowbrook, and as you said, too much Jackie and too much J, and that's where the friendship came from because we were all three J's. It was Janet Brown, Jacqueline Phillips, and Jackie Wilson. Do you want me to do the introduction? Okay, so yeah, so we decided to do Jacqueline Phillips because the Meadowbrook Angel is a sort of a spin-off of the Meadowbrook Memories, but it started with the Meadowbrook Sympathy page that I created when I found out that Jacqueline Phillips had died, and I'm saying, why is it that we don't know when these people, sick, are at a stage, and we need to be aware. So let me read from what I wrote. I said, introducing the main and original inspiration of my Meadowbrook Sympathy page, and now the current spin-off of the Meadowbrook Angel. My friend Jacqueline Phillips, her death gave me the motivation and inspiration to honor and keep abreast of our MHS loved ones who are going home far too regular and far too often. knowing it must happen, but it just shock us sometimes because we grow up with these people and we really would like to know that they're at a level where, they may need help.
Mm-hmm.
Not just in debt, but when we are low, down, or unable to manage. As MHS Brookies, we want to know and keep informed, and May can help in ways that you may never know. And when I say that, I mean because a lot of times people don't realize people are doctors in the group, people are cardiologists in the group, people work at doctor's office, can help, pharmacy, medication. So if you're sick and you need help or whatever, or just advice, or just a hug, or just somebody to talk to, because some people are single and don't have spouses, you can call upon anybody. Linkwe. And that's the main aim. Is just not debt alone, but also when you're low and just need to, talk to somebody. So the page was inspired for that reason. And it took the death of a friend to realize the need for this. I call it friends, I call it hands and hearts united through MHS. And I am glad that Janet can join me here today to honor our friend Jacqueline Phillips from the Hills Massive, as we call it. The Red Hills and Meadowbrook, it's famous. So I'm glad Janet is here. Michelle Charlton will join us later on. All right, thanks.
Do you want me to go through everything now or just the introduction? All right. As I said before, I'm Janet. When Jackie called and asked me if I would memorialize Jackie, I was shocked that she asked me. And I was even more shocked that I said yes on the spot because, as I was saying before, I am so shy. But anyhow, um, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what I remember because after 40 years, you know how the brain go. All right. So just a little background on how Jackie and I became acquainted. So I was born in Red Hill, St. Andrew in 1966. I have four other siblings who are still alive, thank God. I am the middle child. So my younger sister, Jacqueline, my older sister, Rosemary, and my older brother, David, they all attended Rock Hall College School. So Rock Hall is approximately probably 4 or 5 miles, even a little more from Red Hills, and they had to take the 33 bus to go to school. On the other hand, my younger sister and myself attended Red Hills College School. So Rock Hall College School is where my younger sister Jacqueline, also affectionately known as Jackie, met Jacqueline Phillips. Say that? Say that again? Okay. Right, right. So my younger sister is Jacqueline. So she met Jacqueline Phillips at Rock Hall College School. They met in the first grade and they became best friends instantly. So in 1979, Jacqueline, which is my sister, and Jacqueline Phillips passed their common entrance examination. So my sister Jackie was placed at St. Andrew High School and Jacqueline Phillips was placed at Meadowbrook High School. That same year, 1979, my older sister Rosemary, she passed the grade 9 achievement test for St. Andrew High School. And that same year, I passed the common entrance for Meadowbrook High School. All right. So it kind of set the stage, right? So Jacqueline Phillips and I knew each other briefly through, as I said, my younger sister Jackie. But we became more acquainted in 1979 during the orientation process at Meadowbrook High School. So orientation, if you can remember, very hectic first day at school and it was a big deal, you know? We just didn't know what to expect. And once Jackie and I spotted each other, the alliance was formed immediately. You know, it was a familiar face. I was a familiar face to her. She was a familiar face to me. So we stuck together. But anyway, after the novelty of orientation wore off, we started to recognize that other students from our neighborhood were there. A huge squad from Red Hills community, Sterling Castle, East Kirkanites, Rock Hall, you name it, they were there. And we're talking about like Anthony Moore, we're talking about like Robert Sauter, Christopher Townsend, the Cards, Donovan and Michael, Maureen Satchel, Michelle, so many of them. I could just tell you them and would spend the whole night just talking about how many of them represented Meadowbrook.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, so many of them. And even a couple of years later, Jackie had three cousins. I don't know if Jackie remember. Um,
Yes.
Glenna,
Still,
Kerry, and
still
Kay.
okay. Yep.
Yeah, who attended Meadowbrook as well. And even my sister Diana and my nephew attended Meadowbrook afterwards. So anyway, Jackie was born on the 27th of September 1966. Coincidentally, my youngest son was born on that same day. So Jackie lived with her stepfather and her mother Bernice and her younger sister Dorothy. I really didn't know about Jackie's biological father, but she was very close to her mother. So they all lived in Red Hills and a place called Burnside Hill. I lived in Burnside Valley, which is, if you take the shortcut, it's like a mile or two. But Jackie was very fearful of her stepfather. His name was Clinton Bailey. He has since passed, but he was very strict. And ironically, my father also was Mr. Bailey. And to be honest, I'm not sure which one of them was stricter. So Mr. Mr. Bailey, which is Jackie's father, he had a van, and sometimes he would transport Jackie to school. And if I was standing at the bus stop and they could accommodate me, they would give me a ride to school. But he was so strict that nobody could say a word in that vehicle. It was just silent all the way for 15, 20 minutes to school. So Jackie and I were placed in the same form, which was 1:2. Jackie was very quiet, very shy, just so reserved. She stood at about 5'4" and she wore a permanent smile. And if anybody should know Jackie, that smile was such an infectious smile that it caused her eyes to close when she laughed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, she laughed about everything, anything and everything Jackie laughed
Yeah.
about. She was very attractive, just very mellow, had a
Mm-hmm.
sturdy figure. She was very neat in appearance and wore her uniform very well. So during our tenure at Meadowbrook High School, Jackie and I were inseparable. We did everything together. We sat together, we eat together, we played together, we traveled together, we studied together, we graduated together. We just actually relied on each other for everything. You saw Jackie, you saw me. You saw me, you saw Jackie. The only time I remember that we got separated though was when I was placed in Gartshore House and Jackie was placed in Ward. So
Uh-huh.
Jackie ran track and field for Ward, and I was involved in track and field as well and netball. So in the third form, we chose the same majors, business. She excelled in that field. She enjoyed typing. Short and accounts, not so much. But I remember she liked Miss Sullivan. You remember Miss Sullivan, Jackie?
Yeah, man, Miss
Yeah,
Sutherland.
she
Type
was
of
a great
teacher.
teacher. So Jackie liked her. But like
Mm-hmm.
maths and accounts, I don't know who does really like those. But anyway, we 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 somehow teamed up with Jacqueline Wilson, yours truly over there. Also called Jackie, and also Jackie just had an infectious laugh. So at that point now, when we teamed up with Jackie, we named our group the three J's. So it was Jackie, Jackie, and Janet. Then the three of us were inseparable. So later on, and Jackie could probably jog my memory, probably in the fourth form, we teamed up
Mm-hmm.
with Michelle and Salome. So we
Right.
changed our name from three J's to the Eurythmics. So we are forced to reckon with. Some of the things I don't remember. Jackie can probably can fill you in with some of those. But I remember distinctly at one point, Carlene Harwood wanted to join
Yes,
our, and I don't think we had let her in. I don't know why, but we
we
had
never let her in.
no, we didn't let her in. I don't know why, but we still loved her, you know.
Yeah.
So Jackie had other friends though. We weren't only her friends. She had other friends. Remember, like
Hmm.
Marjorie Burton and Janice McLeod
Yes.
and Denise West, and there was this girl named Althea. I don't remember if it's Althea
Althea
Reynolds.
Nelson. Althea Nelson.
Althea Nelson. She lived out on Reddy's Road there.
Okay, you
Yeah,
have Elite, Elite Nelson or Althea Nelson.
it was Althea.
Um, Althea Reynolds.
Althea Reynolds. Like,
Althea
right.
Reynolds.
Yeah, we were. She was good friends with Jackie, and then
Yeah,
some of the
me
guys,
too.
huh?
Yeah, me too. I was friends with her too.
Yeah, and some of the guys like Carlton Facey and Maurice Minor, Jackie were
Maurice
good
Minot.
friends with them. Paul Chalmers and Sexton Campbell. Oh my God, we just laughed together, you know. May their soul rest in peace. So Jackie was a good student, you know. She was a great friend. She was well behaved, too well behaved for my
Yeah.
purpose. You know, very smart, well mannered. She was honest, trustworthy, just a genuine friend, just a jovial person. At the time, she had no boyfriends while she was at high school. And I don't think she was interested at one point. I know some of them were interested in her, but Jackie
Mm-hmm.
was more interested in doing what her parents expected her to do, which is just acquiring a solid education and keeping out of trouble. Because if Jackie's father was called to that school, she would be petrified. So after school, we would walk to the bus stop out on Reddy's Road. They used to call out their Purity, right? So most of the time yeah, right out there we used to wait for the 33 bus. And most of the time we waited there for hours upon hours upon hours. Sometimes when we were on the morning shift, all 5, 6 o'clock, we still at the bus stop waiting because the buses came a dime a dozen. And when they came there, they were ram. They didn't even stop. No matter how we were trying to stop the bus, they're not stopping. So our fathers, I remember my dad and Jackie dad gave us a specific time to get home. And we would try our best. We'd walk. Sometimes we went to the foot of the hills and try to get a ride up, or would just walk all the way up. Or sometimes, and I'm looking back at it and I'm wondering, what kind of foolishness is this? So we used to take the bus. No, we used to take the bus from Purity going downtown Parade
Yes.
just to get a spot on the bus to come home. And looking
Yes.
back, I'm saying, oh my God. But anyway, it was fun, you know? Anyway, it so happened that after graduation, life happens. And I became an introvert. And unfortunately, contact with Jackie after graduation was limited. We just only probably saw each other in passing. Later on, I learned that Jackie got married and had a daughter. I think she's on now. What's her name? Dejanil. And she's now,
Could be Dejanelle. Could be
yeah,
Dejanelle.
Janelle. Yeah, she's actually now, yeah, probably Janelle too. She's 19. Dorothy told me that she's 19 years old and she lives in Trinidad with her dad. Jackie passed away in 2014, 10 years ago, after battling with the big C. She was so young, you know, she had so much life ahead of her and she had so many goals to achieve. You know, over the years, I've learned that there are 5 stages of grief, and I went through probably 4 of them. I was in denial when I heard, I was angry, and at one point, I was depressed, and at one point, I was not accepting that she had passed. The other stage is bargaining. Bargaining is basically asking yourself, what if, you know, what if I was there? What if I provided education? What if just what if? I didn't go through that stage. And most of these stages are not linear. They just happen sometimes in no particular order. But I remember I was in denial for a while. I was angry. I was asking God why. And I was kind of depressed for some time, you know? Um, As I grow older, though, I am understanding that death is no respecter of persons. You know, gave me a deeper appreciation for life and a better sense of how to nurture relationships. Unfortunately, some relationships, as you guys know, some are genuine, some are not. You know, you meet friends and they come into your life for such a time. Some of them are harmful relationships, some of them are helpful relationships. But for Jackie, fortunately, the relationship that we had was very healthy. Jackie taught me really how to laugh, and that laughter is good medicine, you know? And I make every effort of my life right now to laugh more. I can still remember
Mhm.
her smile and just how
Mhm.
she was just a calm soul, her calm demeanor, you know? Jackie will forever be loved. She will always be remembered, and she will always be cherished. One purpose I know that Jackie fulfilled in her life was to make others smile. But it is interesting how during our adolescent years, when we feel like we are full of life and we are more focused and we have a sense of self and a sense of belonging and a sense of identity, and how we at that age in our life and at that stage in our life, how we try to navigate the world. But now that we are in middle age stage of our psychosocial development, our focus have somehow shifted to but just basically raising future generation through parenting and grandparenting and such things like that. But if truth be told, as we closely approach our twilight years, we tend to think more about death and dying. You
Mhm.
know, like Jackie, may our legacy be a positive one that will inspire, one that will motivate, one that will encourage the younger generation to be better versions of themselves. So I'm thankful that Jackie Wilson inspired this podcast. And I commend this podcast for remembering the Meadowbrook Angels. And that's exactly what Jackie was, an angel gone
Mhm.
too soon.
Mhm.
Let us not wait, though, guys, until our loved ones have passed to honor them. Let us honor, let us love, let us appreciate them while they are still with us. There is a story in the Bible in St. John, chapter 11, talks about Lazarus. Everybody knows about Lazarus, that Lazarus was dead and Jesus brought him back to life.
Mhm.
And Martha and Mary went to call Jesus because Jesus was a very close friend of Lazarus. And if you search the Bible, that's the only time when Lazarus died, that's the only time Jesus wept, right? And Martha said, "Our Lord, if you were here, he would not have died." And Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." And Martha said, "Yes, I know that. He will rise in the next resurrection on the last day." And Jesus said to Martha, "I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he may die, he shall live. And whosoever lives and believe in me shall never die." And as I wrap up, guys, based on my faith, I know I will see Jackie alive again, not with no cancer riddled body, not with, she will have a brand new body without pain, without blemish, without spot, and we will be reunited again forever. So may her soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Well said. And Glista, you see she a talk, but she shy and she can't talk. Look on what she do.
You have
No.
no idea. You have no idea.
So I mean, I picked the perfect person because the history that Janet and Jackie have, I never have that. I only have the Meadowbrook version.
Mm-hmm.
Janet and Jackie go deep from primary days and from where they come from and all that. So it is so fitting to have her here. I'm telling you. Um,
Thank you
Everything
so
that
much.
Janet said, I can double it up because Jackie was she always a smile, she always a
Mm-hmm.
laugh, she always find everything funny, and then
Mm-hmm.
I am like that too. Everything me take make joke. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And me and her just bond. As she said, she was always well dressed. If you ever notice, oh, Jackie always clean,
Yeah.
fear, pleat them pan her uniform.
Sit down.
Well, sit down, blouse
Mm-hmm.
white. I think one time she used to wear that thing behind our collar, so our collar not get
Yeah.
brown.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
remember?
Yeah. Yep. And our
And
hair was
and
always well done.
our hair well done and our uniform immaculate. And I'm telling you, she have this shape and this
Yeah.
body. She firm.
And she have the
She
bottom.
and she have the bottom is and she short. I mean, no, she short.
Yeah.
But even though them used to call me little Jackie was because me did maga and little. But
Mm-hmm.
she did shorter than me, but she did thick. But
Mm-hmm.
thick in a nice way.
Mm-hmm.
Firm. I mean, so when you see Jackie go down on that track for waddles, she run like a little fire. Her foot them just a move,
Yeah.
you know? And if I'm just gonna emphasize more on what Janet said too and the story why this came about because people may not know the story. I've said it in my podcast, Memories, why the sympathy page was started. But let me go further into that. Janet, years ago, I kept thinking about Jackie. I miss her with Jackie there, with Jackie there. Because Jackie wasn't on Facebook. That is how
Mm-hmm.
I reunited with a lot of my friends them. It was Facebook. And so I couldn't find Jackie. And we started the Meadowbrook reunions in Jamaica. And we used to go down for it, a year time. And I'm saying, nobody know about Jackie. Nobody know hear about Jackie. And so one year I made a commitment that me definitely I go look for Jackie up at Burnside Hill. And so it used to be me and Sally who go to reunion. So I said to Sally, we're gonna find Jackie. And so she said, oh, you remember? I said, remember which part we go? Because, when we are like a picnic, we would go up at the hill. I don't know how we reach up there. We know we used to take 33 bus, but sometimes we used to walk too.
Yeah.
You understand? And I remember when we reach to you make a right to Burnside Valley and you
Yeah.
go further up
Further
to
up to
Jackie.
Jackie. Yeah.
Yes. So
Up
my
my
memory
hill.
was still there, eh?
Up the hill.
Up the hill. So my
Mm-hmm.
memory was still there, and I said, I'm gonna find Jackie. Somebody in the hill. It's a small community. They must know who she is. I know
Mm-hmm.
enough people go Meadowbrook. They must can say, yeah, she come from there. So we went and we went up the hill, and I remember the sort of it's like a track, like a dirt road, and
Mm-hmm.
you go down into it, and we go down the lane, and we start ask. Anybody know this girl with name Jackie Phillips? We go Meadowbrook. And, a couple people directly further and further until we finally went to the lane that is like grass and gravel. And you walk
Mm-hmm.
down to it and we
Per house
drove
out
up
the
into the
last house. Yeah.
yeah, we drove up into the house. Somebody say them think a Meadowbrook girl used to live over there. So we went into the yard and the way how the yard set, how the house was on the right and there's another house on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So, me no remember everything. So me say we stop at the first house and them say, try the other house. And so when we went there, I think it was our sister and our mother was there. At the time, I never know her name. I remember now that a Dorothy she the name.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she said to me, oh, Jackie, working downtown at a wholesale. And I said, okay. I said, how we can reach her? Because this time now we have a whole lot of Meadowbrook people in town, and I mean the
Mm-hmm.
local ones. And, we wanted to go to food clearance that evening. So we said, maybe we can find Jackie and she can come with we. So we said, all right, thanks. And we get the information. And it was right in Parade, the wholesale was. And
Mm-hmm.
so we went and found her. She came out and it was a big reunion. I mean, hugs and smiles and, oh my God, how you find me? What you
Mhm.
do? She couldn't believe that we went through all of that to
Mhm.
find her. You understand? Because back in the cell phone never even so prevalent where,
Right, right.
everybody have cell phone.
Yeah.
Right. So we said, anyway, we'll go, Fort Clarence, if you can come. And she said, when she get off of work, we'll come pick her up and everything. I remember she said she had a daughter, and I don't know if she made arrangement for somebody could get her from school or what, but she came with us. And in that party, that was Maurice Minot, Madge Burton,
I remember the picture.
um, the picture, me, Sally, Chernell, a couple of we
Mhm.
went over to Fort Clarence and, eat fish and thing. And, in talking away, ask about life and thing in general, she start tell about some pain that she have in her back. And she
Mhm.
says she fell from a bus. I
Oh
think that was
wow.
the story. Yes, so she fell
Wow.
from a minivan and she think, the pain in her back or the side or whatever. And we said, so you got doctor? She said, yeah, she got doctor and them check, but the pain still there. And I said, no, Jackie, you have to follow it up and, we talk and thing.
Mhm.
And, we get numbers and we leave and come back up here and it's like a short space of time, like
Mhm.
within maybe 6 months or less. I
Mhm.
think it's you call me and tell me,
Mhm.
say, Jackie.
People.
Well, before me even reach to that, when we drop Jackie off, because I want to bring the Janelle into it. That's how I knew Jackie had a daughter, because I met her. She not gonna remember, but we
Mhm.
dropped Jackie home, and I can remember where it was off. I think somewhere Augustone or near Mountain View, Rock. What that place the name? When you go, um, near the army on South Camp Road, and you go to the back on Augustone. No man, no man. When you go South Camp Road and you take that back road if you go back to Windward Road.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's that area out there, so them remember what them called. Dunia Town area, somewhere in that area.
Mhm.
And we dropped off. I don't know if she pick up the the daughter or what. I don't remember. We drop her off, and that's how I found out she had a daughter, and she was married and whatever. And after that, we get the news from Janet that she passed, and it was cancer. So all
Mhm.
this time, that dirty C word,
Mhm.
was there, and we have to emphasize to people, this is what sort of helped me if you do your doctor check, make sure
Yeah.
you follow up, because you never can tell what's happening,
Mhm.
you know? Valentine, yes, the R name. I was trying to remember that R name. Yeah, so it was very sad. It was very sad, and I was not happy knowing she leave a young daughter. The child was very young at the time.
Time it.
Some of us maybe had kids prior, and so our kids were a little older, but looked like Jackie started later. And
Yeah.
so her daughter was still young,
Mhm.
was still a young
About
child. I think she was
9.
under 10.
About 9. Yeah, 9.
Ah, see? I'm just judging. I say under 10.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
Yeah.
I was curious to hear Dijana, but I know it's going to be hard for her to talk. I just wanted to find out her life, how it was, with her
With
mother.
Jackie, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But maybe we can talk one away.
Yeah. Cause she's shy.
Yeah, yeah. If she understand what one away mean, because that's the Jamaican term, one away.
Off the air. Off the air.
Off the ear.
Yeah. And most of us
Yeah.
with children, we can't imagine leaving our young ones,
Yeah.
especially, I'm not saying the fathers are not as we are maternal beings. That's just what it is. And we're like mother hen when it come on to our kids. And I have 2 boys, and I could not imagine leaving them to fend for
Mm-hmm.
themselves, whether or not they had fathers, yes or not. 'Cause, and I'm being very biased here. We are the ones that keep the home together. You know,
Yeah.
And so I couldn't imagine just leaving them at such a tender age. So I can just, the fear that probably came over her while she was sick, and knowing that
Mm-hmm.
she had Janelle to take care of. But I guess this is where her mother came in too, because her mother was very nurturing, you
Yeah.
know, and she had her sister. So she had a support system at the time. And yes, her dad, Janelle's dad, was in the picture as well. So
Yeah.
Loud and clear. Hi, everybody.
hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, hi. Hey, guys, it's Michelle Ann. I'm not even sure which class I actually met Jacqueline in, but yeah, Jackie was a part of the massive,
Yep.
and so it was for a long time up until her passing. Even though I didn't get to keep in touch with her as much as I would have liked, I'm so happy that on my visit to Jamaica, like almost like a day before I returned home, I was trying so hard to get in touch with her. And I got her number and I called her finally. And I'm like, Jackie. And she like, oh, this. I mean, I said, yes, oh, this. I'm just saying, I say, a Charlton. I say, a Charlton. You too, like, who my 5 phone. And me there and the chatting and the thing, and then we got the conversation and that she say, you here? Here what? Me have cancer. Me say, what
Oh,
you mean? Who tell
gosh.
you that? Who tell you that? And that was it. I
Mm,
think I was leaving like the next day. That
mm,
just the trip done from right there. So
Mm,
and I
mm-hmm.
came back and I think I tried calling her, tried to speak to her, but I got to speak with her maybe about a month off or so. But Jackie was um there was a lot what should I say? A humble being,
yeah.
very quiet. She don't
Yeah.
have much to say, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
because she couldn't say. Trust me, she had a voice. She might
Mhm.
have been quiet, but trust me, Jacqueline had a voice. Very athletic. I'm talking about everything I remember about her. She not lose no race down her bottom field.
Yeah.
Jackie can. The next thing I remember about her, neat. Our uniform always.
Yeah, we said that.
We never forget that. Our clothes neat, the little shoes and socks rolled on. She could imitate anybody. She would repeat it just like how anybody said. Jacqueline was good at that.
She
We had
did.
little acting classes and whatever we did. When she get in our role, and she always have a joke. She loved to laugh, have
Mhm.
fun. She was a great human being. That was my friend. We always in that class there up at the top right. I said, man, we had good times, good laughs, and that's what I remember her, just being a quiet, loving, kind person, and we just all got along for I'm I'm gonna say like from third from Jackie, when I remember.
Yeah,
Or when
from
we go
third
over
grade.
10 seats over the inside. There's some of us, but for a long time we were friends. She up at Red Hills there, and that was it. She was a nice person. We went there once or twice, met her
Mm-hmm.
parents and all of that. She was a nice
Mm-hmm.
person. I visited her I visited her. She worked at like an art gallery, I think, off Hope Road.
Yes, at
And
first, at first.
I went and I saw her there once or twice. We just lose touch over the years, but she never faded from my mind. She was always a part of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my memory
Yeah.
of Jacqueline. That's my memory of Jackie, always
Yeah.
laughing, always smiling. Yeah.
Michelle, let me ask you
Okay.
a question. How long after she told you she had cancer did she pass? Do you remember?
I don't think it was long after, no.
Hmm. But
Not long after. I'm gonna
was
say a month or two.
wow. Did you think she
Mm-hmm.
was
Mhm.
accepting of the diagnosis?
If what?
If she was accepting of it? because
She was the one
she
who
said it.
told me, so
Yeah,
she must have. And then when she told me, it was like, What do you mean? I mean," and then I traveled back, and you know
mm,
what it was? I kept calling and couldn't get through to her. The
mm,
number that I
Mm-hmm.
had for her. One day I called, and it was her sister who answered
Yeah.
the phone actually, and she told me she wasn't at that number anymore, but she would have let her know that I
mm,
had called. And it just went on. Maybe I tried calling again after that. Somehow it just wasn't getting through to the number that she had provided.
mm,
That was it. But I
mm.
don't think it was very long after. She must have, I think month or two, probably 3 months the most.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And also she had family members that we made friends with too. She had our aunt Norma and all of them. Our cousins them that came to Meadowbrook too. She had
Yeah.
Right.
cousins,
Right.
Velma, whatever them name, I never remember. Now that I'm
Velma.
talking, everything is coming back. Yeah,
Coming back.
two
Yeah.
little strong one
Kerry,
like she can
Kerry
run
and
fast.
Kerry. Kerry and Kerry.
Me never remember what them name. I just remember the name Velma. So
There was also
yeah,
a twin. There was a twin, right?
They
I think
weren't
they must
actually
be.
twins, you know.
Them
They were
was
just
not been, you know. Them
age.
maybe just
But they were
close.
very close in age and they look alike.
Uh-huh.
They do look
Yeah. And
alike.
then she had Norma. And then after that,
Yeah, Norma
oh,
was.
then after that, Jackie and I, we went to Exeter Community College.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
It come like the more me talk, it'll come out. Yeah.
Mm,
You didn't
We
know
went,
that, Janet?
no.
yeah.
Yeah,
We went to
Michelle,
Exeter Community
Sally,
College.
and Jackie went to Exit,
Jackie, Sally, well, someone or two
and
Meadowbrook people
Andrea,
was
and
there.
Andrea Cobb.
And oh my God, she's the next one. Can't find her, but it's all good. But it's good to commemorate and remember Jacqueline. Not that she's not here no longer, but we never forgot about her. We never forgot dig none of the vault. We have one or two pictures where we have with her. I remember her, always smiling and laughing.
Mm,
Jackie always have something funny to say.
yeah.
But that was that. I
Michelle,
never met the daughter or anything. I never met the
well, Michelle,
daughter.
she's online here. She's Dejanelle right there on the screen. She's listening. So anything you want to say or
I want to
introduce
go
yourself to
see.
her.
I can't see who else. What's your name?
Janelle. So she had some memory.
Girl, your mom was something else. As I said, that was your mom. I'm pretty sure you were super close with your mother. But let me tell you, when we reach school, we get in a trouble too, Don't think
Remind
so.
me.
Mm.
Don't matter
Remind
think so. We just there at school. Good girl too. Jackie, yes. We we're gonna walk around and fast and run and lick and pick and jump and skip and everything because
Yeah.
it was all about that. No much time we did they stand up straight, whoop says span and I maybe no say we pick this and right here. So you would mix span the wall, we pick the mango around this, all kind of things. So your mom was a fun girl. We couldn't wait for reach school all Monday morning for the whole of we join up on whatever we have to chat about over the weekend or whatever. Yeah,
Right.
we were just regular kids just having fun,
And then
Yeah.
Michelle, Meadowbrook for us was a safe space, you know.
Indeed, it
Especially,
was.
yeah,
Indeed, it was. Meadowbrook, oh my God, even though we split up, but I mean, whatever the association was, even when we leave school, we were still drawn to our Meadowbrook whenever they leave it. Yeah, tell you, when time we come
Yeah.
out of school, come fit, it's worries. Jackie could have danced too, we're daughter there, she didn't know so Jackie
She
could have
could have
danced.
danced. She could have danced. Yep.
And I like her shoes with all like a strap come across. Me remember everything
yes,
about that.
remember
Jackie
everything.
unique.
And then after a while, everybody start wear ballet. You remember?
Ballet. Mhm. I
Ballet
need the
shoe.
shoes, man.
We dance
No,
I think
anything.
anything, but I think Michael Jackson.
I remember.
Back in the days of them thing they la lick.
And Jackie and Andrea they write Nike on them sneakers, then they have one butter crepe. And them just write Nike on the side. She and Andrea, go there. Andrea Forbes.
Oh, yeah.
She's a
Yeah.
part of the group too, but we have not linked with her. Remember, I told you the story how the three J's merged with Sam, SAM, which is Salome, Andrew, and Michelle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Hey,
so,
one
yeah.
day, Jackie, remember one day we in a assembly now, and I think a
Yeah.
saffron just come stand up and point
Saffron.
out. About five where we just want to that whole I wanna come out.
One, two.
I
Yeah,
said,
I told Jenny
Jesus,
about that.
where we did that?
And
I went right on
walls
the
were
wall
out of
around
the
this. So
auditorium.
I
What?
better go
So
wipe
we have
off.
to clean off the wall. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Me not
Oh,
remember that.
God.
You know,
Yes.
remember that, Johnny?
In the
We were,
auditorium, but we
it was,
stand up.
I think it was fourth or fifth form, and we were in a career, I think it was a career building class.
Mhm. Them
And
just come
Saffron
point
walked
out.
in and she just point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Whole I
come out.
wanna
And
come
she
out.
walk out of the auditorium and give it brush and water and something for wipe off the wall.
I was like, it's not trouble.
Huh?
We were the lookers.
Yeah,
Dress good. Always I try to be fly girls.
Yep.
And then we love their Eurythmics. That group just came over, just adapt to it and say, yeah, we need a Eurythmics. Not for no
Yeah.
nothing, just because
Yeah.
it was a group and they
We
were
were
together.
we were a fun group, and we used to laugh, we used to tease. I
Yeah,
remember. And Troy
we get
Sexton
really
was a
good
part of
respect.
it.
Yeah,
Huh?
we get really good respect in the middle, bro, them man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie and Troy were comedians, as I say.
Oh
And
my
then when
God.
Jackie talk, you know, talk loud in her ear, him. Every time she
Yeah.
talk, wait there. And she tell you so much. "Ooh." I remember her, man. Jackie quiet. Me remember down to Jackie handwriting, everything. I just never forgot about her. When you have friends, you remember every detail about them. And that's what it
Yeah.
was. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
I
Yeah, man.
remember the trip to your house, Michelle, because the picture
Mm-hmm.
that we have,
On the veranda.
Janet wasn't in the picture, but we were at your house in Duane Park.
I think we leave from, remember we used to have Saturday classes at
I
school, eh?
don't listen. I don't know where we came from and how we reached, but as young girls, because as I said, I was very young. I was like 15, and how we reach these places, a bus we take,
Mm-hmm.
a taxi, but we reach at your house and we reach at Jackie house too, up
Yeah, I
Burnstyle
think we
Hill
have Expo. Remember Expo? We have up a stadium place. There.
Stadium.
We have
Yeah.
something stadium. Yeah, on Saturdays, try the whole away. We used to go. That was like a big deal, just to get dressed up and
Mm.
go. Sexton
Campbell,
Campbell.
Sexton
Campbell.
Campbell.
Sweetheart.
Sexton Campbell. Yeah, Troy. Oh yeah, Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't know because, as I said before, she passed from Rock Hall Holiday School with my smaller sister. So I'm not privy
Oh,
to what school she had choose at that time. So I don't really know.
Yeah, we need Dorothy. We need Dorothy on to answer some of those questions. I think.
oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
yeah. As I
Oh
said, that
yeah.
was our safe space because it took her away from the home, so to speak. Because as I said before, her father was very strict. So I can relate
Mhm.
too. So that was our time at Meadowbrook to just do, be free. It's like we were just in a free space that we could do what we could do there and not at home. So she really enjoyed her 5 years there.
She did.
Mhm.
She did. It's like I seen maybe a few months ago or a year ago. I see online where they had this little video put together. Some Meadowbrook kids in their classroom. I don't know if you guys remember. It's a skit. Some kids like in the classroom like they're on a dollar van. Y'all saw
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
No,
Yes,
we
I
did that
did.
before them. Cause one time Bramley, we forgot zinc fence, go do one skit. And we was on a dollar van. and a Troy or somebody that drive the van. You know, remember Jackie? And when the bus and the something rock two sides and go on and Jackie and the whole we drop over. We did that long before them school kids. When I watch it, I was like, yo,
I saw
things
it,
really
you
can
know.
be
I
played.
saw it
Eh?
too, and I saw it just the other day. I saw
Mhm.
it, and I'm saying,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
wonder if they got in trouble for it, or I wonder if them channel
Well,
that.
it went viral. People were liking it. People were whatever. But I
Yeah,
remember, as I said, Jackie was she was an act. We all good at that acting thing. Jackie was good
yeah.
at that. When like Troy, our son was driving, and we all behind him like two lane, and somebody had drive the imaginary invisible bus. And so the bus come from Redis, and so the bus rock and go and we rock and we tilt and we come back. We just didn't have smartphones at the time to videotape, but we've been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
But we
fun.
were supposed to go zing fence. We remember that time. I don't know what happened. It get canceled or whatever. But as I said, we had our moments. We had our fun time, which was
Yeah.
good, honest fun. Me I remember up on New Kingston somewhere. I think at times, yeah, there something like so, and we all gear up so we go up there with group or something. I don't know why me think Miss Bradley or somebody was supposed to take us there to do something. It was a long time ago. But we was all there. When we come to home economics, Jackie was good at that too. The cooking and the slowing and the thing and whatever. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
with
Yeah.
Miss Lecky. Miss Lecky. So where everybody there? Go wake them up there. Call them up there. Purport them. Oh, oh.
Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Instigator. I like instigator better. I'm a troublemaker. I think maybe with the boys, um, all of us did have a liking to whoever we like. You know,
I would
Misha did
say,
like fear people, and Jackie did like fear people. So we were very like a troublemaker, teasing type of group. Like the six away, we would have say, okay, you like John Brown. So whenever John Brown a pass by, you know, say we have to go link John Brown and talk to John Brown and say, oh look, you know, somebody's here who like you. You know, that type of thing. So I think Jackie, we start to mess with her. I'm not gonna call the name, but there was somebody in our year that I think she was very close with, a male, from 1S2, but I think it have more to do with sports. They bonded together because of sports. He played cricket and football, and then she run, and you know them things. So they used to stay after school for practice and you know the hosting and whatever. So that maybe that's the only thing we could have said embarrassing, because we used to embarrass each other. You know, if my one pass to them, I said to me, say, you know, you know, you're shy because you don't want to talk to the guy. You know, so I don't know. There's other ones, but I would not say it was more personal. And I remember an incident, but me not gonna say it on this stage. It's a different. Yeah. What's that? She's
Yeah.
so shy.
It's so fun.
Yeah. I'm getting something from Dorothy. I don't know if Dorothy still trying to come on. Okay.
My memory shot, after 40, it go, but I actually don't remember any embarrassing moment. All I know is that that girl was very animated, just laugh after everything. I really don't have an embarrassing moment for her. There could have been, but I don't remember, to be honest.
Jackie's a winner. Jackie don't have no nothing for go embarrassed about. Anything where she I go do, if she going to one race, she go win. She anything where she I go take on, she's
Yeah.
going to win. Um, Nothing that I can remember. The only thing I can remember, but she just shame for jump out of a monitor and she come down. Alpha, a van with a back Jackie,
Yes,
with them
yes,
come down. She never
yes.
afraid to jump out her van or sitting. Jackie just come down. That was just Jackie. That was just Jackie.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the nicest part of it. Nothing that I could think of. No,
Mm-mm.
that she would have been embarrassed about. Mm-mm. Nothing. No, man. She was good. So it was shocking, when she found out about this cancer thing. I mean, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing that we miss out on, that we never get to share with her in adult life, the person
Yeah,
she
we
is
just
now. It's like,
take
oh
things for
no,
granted.
Janet and Michelle, yeah, is that we
Yeah.
miss out on that, because I would love to know what she was like now. If she's still jokify, if
Yeah.
she's still, when I met her, I mean, the reunited was, she was still quiet spoken,
Mm-hmm.
and but she never laughed much. But and at the time, it tells us she was in pain,
Mm.
so she never laughed much. But she was still, she still had her body. She
Mm.
still was firm, and But I would have loved to have a longer years with her, because we
Mm-hmm.
miss out on in our 20s and in our 30s, and I think we got reunited back in our late 30s, 40s,
Yeah.
and at that time,
30.
yeah, it was too
30.
late.
Yeah, we just
Mm.
figure because the communication thing too, not like now we have the phone access and whatever, and for call or whatever. We just was discovering ourselves too. We all probably split
Mhm.
up all over the globe or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
like when we go to
Life.
Jamaica, we check her. I think that's what we took for granted. When we reach back, because we just think everybody is gonna be there
Mm.
It's
forever.
gonna be
When we
there
go back to
forever.
Jamaica, we
Yeah.
link her. And that's what it is too. Because as me says me, I go down, yeah, look for everybody with camera, but no, you go call. But sometimes it's too late. You just have to stay in touch with people that you care about, people who care about you. Don't wait until the last minute because you never know. When I
Hmm.
spoke to her and she told me that, I went outside and I told my father. I remember I was sitting there. My father said, "From you come off of the phone, look good." And me just
Mm.
tell him. I mean, no, me
Mm.
just sleep. Me just that was it. I may call her about the morning before me leave, and it was a lot to absorb. I didn't know. I
Mm.
didn't get to. I think we could even gonna further ask her when what, because you don't
Mm.
really sometimes want to put all those
Yeah.
questions to people. People don't want to talk. I didn't even know what to say. I think that's what it is. I did
Mm.
not know what to
Michelle,
say.
we have Dorothy here now, and she's putting her hand up.
Dorothy.
That's Dorothy's Jackie's sister.
Dorothy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Engine. One fun memory. I don't know if this is a fun memory. This is a Reddy's memory, really. You guys wouldn't know.
Ladies.
Um, I remember long after we left Meadowbrook, and there was this guy in Red Hills. I think she married him. But
Oh.
when I tell you, every girl in Red Hills was after this guy. Every girl in Red Hills wanted this guy. And they were very popular girls who went to all of the high schools. You can name them, St. Jude's Immaculate, Merle Grove, Meadowbrook, wherever. And Jackie was the one he chose.
Mm-hmm. Lucky guy.
Yeah, lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Not in my wildest dream. As I said before, when we just came and we were at orientation, me and Jackie thinks we were the only Red Hills people there. But after that, we see everybody start come out of the woods. So I had no idea how many. And trust me, if we start counting, we would be here until tomorrow. Still counting. I'm talking about past,
Mm.
present, and future.
Because coming off of Red Hills, Meadowbrook was the first high school as you come down off of the hill there, right?
But nobody really never want to go Meadowbrook, from Red Hill.
Yeah.
A lot of people really never
I don't think that Meadowbrook wasn't even a popular school to me.
relate.
We were trying everything to go somewhere else, and me no know, it just end up that me end up Meadowbrook. So I
Because
guess Meadowbrook chose me. Mhm.
yeah, like the predominant schools, like you talk about Calabar and Casey and JC, the guys would want to choose.
Yeah,
You talk about Immaculate, you talk about.
Immaculate and Priory and all of them school.
I can't speak for anybody up there, but nobody never really want to go Meadowbrook. And after I got there, we realized, it's a
But
treasure.
when you actually get there and get in there, the school,
Yeah,
it was impressive. Once you get there and the walls and the gates and you enter, was like,
it was a blessing after a
yeah.
while, but we never
Yeah,
really.
let's
Stood.
break a little bit, see if we can get Dorothy in because I know she's at work and she may want to go back. Are
Mhm.
we getting any voice from Dorothy?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. But let's get her because she really wanted to be a part of it and really want to get her. But
yeah,
Janet and Michelle, it's once we passed for Meadowbrook and we went there, it's in our blood. It's
yeah.
like it run
It
our
was
vein.
family.
You
It
notice?
was,
Oh, the
yeah,
closest of images, my other people around me, my sisters or Wolmers, whatever, them say, well, now we at that well, Meadowbrook, so. What so?
yeah.
Couldn't
I,
wait for daylight for reach a Meadowbrook for come back at school.
yeah. And for me, I always wanted to, like, when I got to Meadowbrook, I said,
Uh,
"Sure, I do want to go St. Andrew High School because I told you before, both of my sisters went there. Not only that, they had a pool.
Yeah.
So
yeah, pool,
Right.
what?
I don't want to go,
That's the
I don't want
icing
to
on
go.
the cake. One,
Yeah.
go swim.
Yeah, but I never regretted going to Meadowbrook at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not
Yeah.
at all. Never regret nothing at all. Until the day me dey leave Meadowbrook, me straight to the pool that I go come one day. I mean, you know if it I go
No.
appear
And
overnight.
too late, I thought about it and it's not too late, because them could have utilized that top field
Mr.
and make a
From
nice pool.
down at the home place there, for the time them said a pool
Yeah.
if you build down there, so me da wait for the pool bill. Me know
Yeah.
when me do want pool, so me dey have pool. But
That's
just wanted that pool.
right, right. But
Yeah.
Huh?
You mentioned pool, Michelle,
because
and you
it's a
remember our
it's a
visit
private
to
school.
to your pool up by your front house with Jackie.
Mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Say that again,
We
Jackie.
don't
I
have
didn't hear.
we don't have pictures. The thing is that back then we never have cell phone. We don't have pictures of those events.
Right? I'll take a little trip up there in the pool, and oh, that was the
I would
excitement.
I would have
But
loved
nothing,
to have
nothing
phone back then
wasn't any
because we
fun
never
to me
ever see.
if the friends weren't there, because me just by myself. I didn't have sisters and all of that around me. So my friends basically was at Meadowbrook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just me.
how Jackie get permission for go since her father was so strict?
After
I
we not
don't
for
know.
do it, when I must can sneak and go and come back, you stay there.
A while, yes, a while ago it was coming through.
Yeah, I saw it.
Volume not up or something.
Dorothy, we see you coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darcy, I'm in silent mode. She's gone now.
Yeah. No.
No,
No.
she went to Holy Childhood or where she went.
The one I think is only childhood, you know. I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
don't know why I just picture her in that uniform.
yeah, my uniform. Yeah.
I remember her, Jackie like a sister. She was quiet to like Jackie.
Yeah. Not as quiet though.
Yeah, maybe not, but she did seem
Yeah.
like a quiet.
But
Well, you know, Jackie, they have her look all her friends and things. She better quiet. She never met no nice, no
yeah.
none. She was very
And then
quiet.
and then the father that she had too, she never have no choice than to be yeah.
And Jackie loved her little sister. I
Yeah,
remember
she
she had
did.
a sister.
She did.
Uh-huh.
And she was very close to her mom
And
too.
her mother. But you know, there was just a quiet family. The mother
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
the mom.
Not the father,
Jackie,
not the stepfather though,
the father not talk, but remember Jackie mom was a very accommodating, nice lady. We would go to the house
Yeah.
sometime because we travel up Reddy's lot of little bus ride, go up them afraid. But the mom, Jackie mom was a nice lady, always smiling too.
Yes.
Jackie must have had some of those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
Yes.
Jackie and her mother, them out. Quiet,
Yes.
nice lady. I remember her.
Michelle, you mentioned the bus ride. I was so scared of those 33 bus because that was the
Oh,
only
let's
bus
go back
that
to
had
school.
that upstairs, like it had a upstairs part of it. I don't know why that
Mhm.
road that tall up bus. Yes,
Mhm.
What you
What?
know
the
about the
tall
11
one.
bus? What
Oh,
you know
God.
about
I remember that. Mr. Winter come down and run some little corner and precipice. Me not go back up there, me afraid.
the 11 bus? Yeah. But
I
it
don't
was
remember that, but
detoured. It never got all the way to Ready Square, detour to Sterling Castle.
Sterling
Right.
Castle. Me not hear the name the long time.
A different road, yeah. But
Mhm.
I didn't even remember about the 11 bus until you bring it up a while ago.
Me never remember the upstairs bus that Jackie had talk about.
And the thing about the buses up there, them used to turn over, you know.
Yeah,
Jesus,
Yep.
murder. You see?
Yep.
Me no.
so I was scared. It wasn't really upstairs, but it was tall.
High,
It
high,
had a
high.
high.
And
And
it's
I'm saying
springy.
when you see
One of
that
the
bus
springy.
around the corner,
Yeah, and it's springy.
And when the man a come down off of the hill and the man a turn and I got me just want to reach down on the level. Never again. Me just come off right there, so right off of the hill and just want to go down the park. Now what's that? Couldn't manage it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never
Jesus.
fun.
Jackie, the quiet one, she not gonna have much to say. Jackie,
mm,
the quiet one. Yeah, she was like that. She don't say much. She will grumble it under her breath, but she got to laugh. But
Uh-huh.
yeah,
that's how she was. She wasn't a very outspoken person. She, since school days, she was like that. She never, I must admit, have the loud mouth. She wasn't confrontational, nothing like that. She
Mm-mm.
not gonna address no nothing. She would be laid back in the back. But as I said, it's not because she didn't have a voice. That was just her personality. Jackie I guess she would just be saying the same things that we said. We would just hang out and we
Had
got our little food and party and the same thing that we're saying here. Nothing. I don't think there would be anything different. When we had our graduation and we went to, oh, where would it go, Jackie? I wish I would go up a hilltop the fair.
Um,
Where?
Stony Hill, I think.
Stony Hill or somewhere or whatever. It was all there. We all looked so lovely that evening. But
Mm.
Jackie, the quiet one, man. Jackie was the quiet one. The whole of we did have a mouth. Jackie was the laid back, quiet one out of the group.
yeah, very correct.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think she would have talked about Troy,
Mm-hmm.
and the jokes, and I think she'll have talked about maybe the food and the lunch because I think the canteen and I like something just flashed to me with something with the canteen and joke and patty.
Ready upon
I
the
don't
line
remember.
and yeah, wait for food.
Yeah, and Pekka. Yeah.
I should have talked about
Um.
the bottom field too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's a patron. They're always Janet them.
Mm-hmm.
Forward. She used to run forward.
I mean,
I
used to run
want
the God sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
She was a, I think she
Really?
ran the 100 meter,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100 or 200. Yeah, short one.
the short distances.
She
Yeah.
fast. She little and she fast. If you see her foot move, Jelly, I'm saying, I me remember our leg, them just a move fast, just round the track.
Yeah.
She always have her hand folded. Her the palm of her hand is always turned in her fingers.
Mm,
Just just like that. That's always everything about Jackie was so neat. Remember that her
Yeah.
shirt and her everything neat. Nobody can say she never have a strand of hair out of place. Always was.
It's a
She had a
place.
lot of self pride. That's what
Pride, yeah.
whenever we just think we just so, but now that we know she had a lot of self pride within herself. She took great effort to make herself
present.
presentable,
Mm,
and that's it, just confidence. She just really took care of herself.
yeah. I
Jackie,
know
they
she
like Miss
liked Miss Sutherland.
Miss who?
Yeah.
Miss
Miss Sutherland,
Sutherland,
the typing teacher.
typing teacher.
Yeah, I Miss Pattinger, history
Miss
teacher.
Pottinger. Miss Pottinger.
Mhm. But then she did like literature too. So Miss Laidlaw used to come. She like literature class. Maybe when we
Oh,
look at bad boy.
do you remember Miss Giddery?
We named the woman saying
I know
woman.
that.
We named the woman Miss Gidari. She
Miss
picked one book
Williams
from
was a
Saturn and the name
Troy
Miss
Campbell
Williams.
called her Miss Giddery.
The lady name Miss Williams, and I just so we know the woman Miss Gidari. I remember.
It was Green Days by the River. It was the
That's the
family.
name Gidari.
Yeah, we
I
called
remember
her Miss Giddery.
Gidari. And we go the woman name is Gidari. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
I can remember Jackie where she sat in class. Right by that. You remember the fourth fifth form by the canteen where she sat in class. Yeah, and where Michelle was,
By the
Janet,
window.
Jackie, Andrea.
me no know. I
Yeah.
only remember all of them something there. Now forgive me the one I drink.
Robert Salter, the whole already in our same class, man.
Yeah, that me remember, but me can't remember some of the things I only remember for the life of me.
You remember when
Just practice. Just
Sally and Salter, what the boy them used to wear the football shoes? What name? Cleats? What the shoes name?
the
Cleats.
spikes. The spikes.
Right?
Spikes. I will lock her out of the classroom and the teacher tried to trash up some whole of foolishness pan her. The teacher she try to keep a straight face outside. The whole of the inside and they don't have they just teach her run outside. Molly Molly swear.
Not sure.
Never hear the one day yet, Michelle.
Never know the one day
Um,
either.
Dorothy is raising her hand again.
Oh my.
Just the
Oh,
same.
open it like send her back the same link and then let her open it. She's not here right now, is she? No.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's on it.
it took me like
Okay.
40 minutes to get on today too. So hmm
If Dorothy is now a speaker. Mm,
Um,
the
that I think that male teacher, when did Mr. Osang, art?
yeah.
I think I remember something with Mr. Osang. 'Cause him always not like what we do. We're gonna draw. We're gonna draw.
That-
But his classroom or little office was right behind there, so too, right by the tree near after you pass Pekka and go up further. Because Pekka at one time was in the school. I don't know if everybody know that.
yes, I remember.
Yeah, right by the netball field. Yeah. So Mr. Osan
I
classroom
mean,
was
I
right past
remember
the so.
the Pekka.
yeah.
I remember Pekka at the beginning, when you just come in, right at the entrance. I just remember Pekka on the left hand
Oh,
side.
I
No
think
man, that's afterwards. That's afterwards. Them put him out there so.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I remember something like
hmm.
that. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And there was this was at the gate too. The next mm-hmm. Them to remember. But of course, I know all of them students. It's so funny that we were there with this gentleman, the school or whatever. As much as everybody to rally around him or whatever. That man never seen one day angry, nothing, irate with a student and nothing at all. I just remember the man come and sell him things and go home. And
Mm.
all them young men just surround him or whatever. Never see him angry, upset, nothing at all. Just tend to him business, do him after that and go home. But now, no, not about that. Yeah,
Nobody. Mm.
everybody come there and buy them look a lunch and something. Christopher Martin in the live out there, so that's all I remember every time I look him there. All the
Jelly,
like,
the car Mr. Osang used to drive was a little Mini Cooper, right? Yeah, I remember something Jackie said about. Let me tell you, there's something. I don't know, my memory just going back and something with him car. She make a little joke about him and him car. I don't remember if any one of you guys can remember. I don't remember what the joke was, but I know it was something funny.
no, sorry. That's what that's so. We get trouble. We go up there, go mix clay and sinting and carry on. No, but it in the end she ended up working at an art gallery, didn't she?
Yes, yes.
You
But
never know.
it pay off in the long run, right?
You
Mm.
never know.
Mm.
I'm sorry that she wasn't a part. She unfortunately her demise took her away from us. We would have loved,
Mm.
all grow up and mature and all of that to meet up and link up with her.
Mhm.
That's what I say I miss out on her being at an adult age with us now. What she would have been like.
Yeah. Nobody would have expected that. I don't know where that came from or what. I think her mom.
Um,
Me?
um, I think I think she would want to be remembered as a good athlete,
Mm-hmm.
a good friend, and a scholar.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but that life is not so serious. We can laugh about things, you know? Don't take life
Yeah.
so serious.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree with what Janet just said. All of that, all of the above, all of but that's what Jacqueline was. That's
Yep.
what it was.
Mm.
Laugh and just have fun.
Yeah, the way. The,
She never
go ahead,
see
Mister.
fun, well at school. Me never see Jackie. Before Jackie get vexed, she just walk away and gone over this and grumble, grumble. But
Yeah.
Right.
angry,
Mm-mm.
come
It
to
was never ever confrontational. Never ever.
I never seen Jackie angry or nothing like that. I
Mm-mm.
hope heard hear all of this and what she never knew of her mom. We put some pieces or fixed the puzzle to what she never knew as she was as a girl,
Mm.
15, 16, that we were. But her mom was full of life. She was full of life. She was a nice, jovial person. And
Mm-hmm.
that was it. On the weekends when we used to some Meadowbrook have it fit. One or two times we go maybe go movies, we go sports day up a stadium or something. She like that. She like them sports thing too. Must
Like a
say
sport.
from the school with a rock alley. Maybe she used to run. Me no know she and Janet them they were good runners.
Yeah. My sister wanted to, because she could have given some narrative on Rock Hall, those earlier days, but she couldn't make it. Yeah. But I know
Oh, okay.
they
I
did
thought
track
she
and
was
field
coming
up there.
on.
Yeah, she had to go to the Poconos. My younger sister, yeah, Jackie. Jackie, she used to go to Rock Hall and then she passed to St. Andrew High School. So they were best friends in primary school and all this.
Yeah, do you remember I was telling you that Janet's sister, which is also called Jackie, went
Mm-hmm.
to same primary school with Jackie Phillips and they were best friends.
Best friends, right. And both of them were Jackie Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we found that out the other day when we talked, because I said, and I'm Jacqueline Andrea.
right.
So it's like the link was
That's
there,
the
Angela
connection,
Andrea.
yeah. The connection
Hmm.
was always there, you know. So Jackie really passed her on to me. She passed on the baton to me with Jackie.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. The English version of Jacqueline.
JAQU. JCQU. Yeah. Oh yeah.
CQUE. Mm-hmm.
QUE.
I had to finish the up. Yes, I had to finish the up.
The first word that come to my mind with Jackie is strong. I think Jackie was, because she the way how she carry herself was she was a fit person, and I just
Mm.
think she was strong. Through me, Musata Maga, everybody looks strong to me, but Michelle was a slim girl too. But Jackie did strong. I think one time, remember we were doing hand wrestling with the guys them in the classroom, you know, but I think my version of her would be that she's strong and she want to be remembered as somebody that is humorous and fun.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
She never have a bad word if say to nobody or quarrel.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. That describes her.
She's
Five
short,
four. 5'4".
5'4".
4. Mm, no,
No,
Jenna, no,
well,
me.
because I'm
Right.
5'5". Michelle was taller than me. All the other girls were about 5'5",
That,
5'6".
No,
So
I
Jackie
was
was the
five
shortest
eight.
in the
I
group.
was 5'8", 5'8" and a half
Janet
going
a
up.
5'8". Michelle, you're
so,
5 what?
me taller than Janet.
Yeah,
5'11".
little, just a little,
You're
not much.
5'11", Michelle?
Mm-hmm. I'm almost 6 feet tall.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, I
you
know
know when you go big now, but in them days they probably were just 5'9".
5'9". Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So in the group, Jelly, she was the shortest. So that's why, even though she was 5'4", she was considered short to all of us.
Yeah. She had a sturdy body, very sturdy.
Sturdy.
Mhm. And when time everything over and done, Jackie can imitate everybody voice and everything. She good for that.
Oh, yes. I
Yeah,
think
that's it.
Michelle, you remember something with Spanner and she was imitating Spanner?
She good for them something there.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact, but I remember her imitating Spanner something in the auditorium, and when we come out and we talk, she say, and the woman I said this, and she a talk just like Spanner, you know. And
Mhm.
like everybody started with laugh. Jackie was just a comic.
She was
Yeah,
hilarious.
she
Yeah, she was.
I just like to have a good laugh and have fun. But as we say, would remember her. I remember her being very athletic. Atlanta, running on everything at any school. She was competitive. She would have that. I know that she got it. That was, she not pass them way around this, so it's funny now come back she. As me said, Jackie fall back, Jackie now just in no
And
trouble, so
and Jackie
respected.
don't Jackie no want that she no want that beef with Spanner in no way, shape or form.
Right.
Because she no want her stepfather to come to the school. So
Uh-huh.
she wanna have
Yeah.
that run-in.
Really, as we were talk about Spanner, none of us, no matter how we were Eurythmics and we used to have fun and get trouble, we never encounter Spanner in any way that other people talk. We never dare her. Because me hear people say them do things to Spanner and what, we were just, we don't want to encounter her. We turn left if Spanner turn right.
Well, Uno would not be talking to me if
Miss Charlton, I get to understand and never forget. You're having clandestine relationships. Me? What a dictionary there. What relationship. I was like, no, not me. Meaning, no, which part she get any false news from or whatever, where she had talk about. Spanner knew everything. Then time when you have you look eye upon somebody or whatever. She was ahead. She knew everything. Spanner, yes, she did. She
Mhm.
know who like that. She did already know. We never have no clandestine, nothing. That was it. After school, sometimes we'd all sit behind the school. Remember that those seats, that bench, we call it, some concrete thing them they build behind the school, leading up to. We could have entered those doors and get into the church. There was
Into the church, yeah.
thing.
At school.
After school, we sit down around there, chat, practice, dance, move, and all kind of something around there. So that's just what it was. It wasn't no nothing going on. Somebody got tell us man or something. And I never go on. We just do all of it, just sit down around there. And when she cut, Lord God, we don't know why we don't want to go home. So she cut around this, so we cut around this, and run, yes, and run. Oh God, run through prep school and run out on the next side. Like, okay, Shapan and go where we are. Oh
Mm.
my God. Those were the
Janet
good
was
days.
gonna say, Janet was gonna say something.
Oh, I was saying that for me, I didn't have any running. I could not have a running with Spanner because you guys would not have me on this program. I'd be dead. My father would have killed me. So I was very cautious of that. But for Jackie, I wanted to say, looking back, as you get more mature, you look back. Sometimes when you're kids, you really can't figure out certain things or analyze certain things. But with Jackie, I think her smiling, her laughing, her humorous behavior was like a coping mechanism for her, you know.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Mhm.
she coped with stress, and
Mhm.
not stress from Meadowbrook per se. And I keep saying this, and you might be wondering why I'm beating this horse, but her stepfather was very strict. So I
Mhm.
feel like she just had this coping mechanism that she just laughed at
I never
everything.
spoke about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even remember whatever it was she was going through. I don't even recall any thing that she was.
Yeah.
She laughed about everything.
Told the-
That's how
Mhm.
she coped, you know.
You never know.
Mm-mm.
We have Dorothy, but we just still can't get Dorothy. It's challenge, yeah. Yeah. Movie. Right. Oh man, big and proud. I mean, I'm glad Janet and Michelle could join me. And Michelle, I want you to go back and listen to the start of it, the introduction with Janet, because Janet says she's shy. You don't know of Janet being shy? Janet says she's
Yes.
shy.
Let me
But
answer for
Janet,
Michelle.
yeah, but
Janet,
Janet introduced fear memories of Jackie, and I'm telling you, it was great. It was I loved it. So it's just it's very awesome to
Janet, the
me
start.
to be in this moment with you guys. Remember Jackie, because as I said, she's the inspiration of the Meadowbrook sympathy page, and me have to give her the respect. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And I'm so glad I got to see her before she passed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And I'm happy for her daughter, that she can live her life. Beautiful girl. I've seen a picture and
Mm-hmm.
really nice. I mean, you can see a little resemblance of Jackie. Jackie was a beautiful girl. She had nice
Mm-hmm.
hair too. I'm envious
Mm-hmm.
of her hair. Envious of her hair because she keep her hair nice and
here.
well groomed, you know?
Yeah, we lost
Yeah.
so many friends from Meadowbrook over the time, but Jackie was closest to us. There were other people in
Mm.
the school over the we realized that we lost, but Jackie was just super
Special.
close, and that's why it hits home so hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. It was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Home.
What was the question again? Um, I grapple with it, to be honest. When you have a friend that is so close, a friend that you know never said a bad word about somebody. It was so selfless and so genuine. It's harder. The grief process is harder and it's longer. Um, Grief has no definite or limited time. You can grieve for 10 years, 20 years, especially if you are close. The closer you're with somebody who passed, the more you grieve. And I think I'm still grieving, to be honest, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of privileged to have known Jackie, you know. I I'm also proud to know that she have this little offspring that is continuing our
Mm-hmm.
legacy, so to speak, you know. Um, I'm not sure if what's her name, Janelle, understand
Mm,
the impact that Jackie made among her friends. And we are just three friends here, but there were much more friends. And I believe if they had the time to come on, you'd hear more stories of Jackie and not not negative story, positive stories about Jackie. It's stories that can
nothing.
impact you and stories
Mm,
that yeah. And so she was special to me. My only regret is I never kept in touch with her after high
Uh-huh.
school. That's one of my
Which,
biggest regret. But you can't go back
uh,
and you know change the past. So I'm clinging on to this. I'll be saving this podcast and I'll be listening to it over and over just to still have that little piece of her with me. But as I said before, based on my faith, I know I'm gonna see her. She was a believer.
yeah.
She was a believer. And I asked Michelle the question when she said she spoke to Jackie and Jackie told her that she was diagnosed. I asked her the question because sometimes when you have life changing experience, when you're terminally ill and you have time, you have probably a week, a month, 3 months, you'd be surprised to know how close you draw to God. And I felt like Jackie had that moment. As a matter of fact,
Uh-huh.
I think she's lucky than most of us will ever be because she had those 2, 3 months, whatever the time frame was, to
Uh-huh.
just talk to her maker, make her wrongs if there were any wrongs right, and to have that relationship, that saving relationship. And based on the time frame, knowing that she knew what she knew and she knew she was terminally ill and soon probably she would have passed, I know I'm gonna see her in heaven. So that gives
Uh-huh.
me a lot of that gives me a lot of hope to know that yes, she's resting now,
Uh-huh.
and she's not in any pain. So cancer bring pain and frustration and all of the above. So
Thing.
it rests well with me knowing that yes, she's gone and I don't have her here with us. But it really makes me feel much better to know that she has no more pain, she has no more worry, she don't have any sickness, she no aches and stuff like that. But I really do miss her, to be honest. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. She was living with her significant other, and when the illness, she moved back home, I think. Because when I spoke to her, I think she was
Yeah.
back at the family house.
Yeah, she did move back. And Dorothy could, if Dorothy was here, she could have tell you. But I think she did move back. She was married,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, and then she moved back home. I guess.
All of that. She
Yeah.
moved back home. But when I spoke to her, she was so surprised that it was me. And then
Mm-hmm.
Celia talk, and when she said that to me, I don't think I had any words. I I,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't go beyond that. Maybe just in a shock where you ask somebody when they say something like that. Me let me ask her, so who tell you that? You believe them? I mean, that's just the initial shock after she said something like that. And but I didn't hear no. I don't remember her crying or breaking down. She was just
That's
uh,
what I'm saying. Apparently, she accepted. She
addressing
accepted
her
it.
voice. Yeah, because she couldn't believe it. A long time in on a talk, years. So when she
Mm-hmm.
realized it was me, and they look at chit chat, I didn't know what to say, and I didn't know how to get off the phone. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Then I told my dad. I was by my dad, and me just take it to heart. Me just go sleep. Me just couldn't deal with it. I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
was, and I was leaving the next morning. And it's so hard. I tried and tried that number and couldn't get you. And I just tried that one last time, and I got her. When I came up, that was it. The number she wasn't more than one numbers. They just stopped answering the calls, and that was that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Jelly gone too.
And
It's
muted. Mute.
oh, okay.
And sometimes Michelle, um, yeah. And sometimes Michelle, sickness does that. Sickness,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're at that terminal stage, you don't want to see nobody, you don't want to hear nobody. You just want to be in your own little world. You know what I mean?
Me and the person is how she dealt. We never even wasn't even there for comfort her.
Right.
How she did
Right,
Well, she had
right.
her,
And
her family.
that's one of the things I felt bad about, because we never
need
we
it.
never have the we never have the access for keep in touch, because back in them time the phone never so prevalent for call, landline and thing. So,
And,
we were not there for her,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
you know. and it bothered me to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Uh. I'm sorry, he wasn't there for her. If she wanted any, whatever. You know how
Yeah,
small in or what, if it would have made her give her a little piece of comfort or whatever it is, even if it just to talk to her. I wish she could have pick up the phone more
yeah,
when we yeah, and that was
Probably she was unconscious too. You just never know, you know.
my memory life actually just gone down after that.
Yeah.
Maybe she was sleep
Because in
mental or no.
in the last stages, you know, Michelle, that's it. It's rapid, just rapid, you know, rapid decline.
When she answered the phone, man, friend, she said, Charlton, you too lie. And then
Mm,
we spoke, we had chat, and she just asked me, you here? Here what?
mm,
She just, I did not tell you, no, what? Me wait to hear something in I was not prepared for that.
yeah. Let me
mhm,
let me say this to Michelle. I remember I had a friend a couple years ago, probably 6, 7 years ago, Lisa. I came to Jamaica in July, the end of July. I saw Lisa up and about. She was coming from, I think, the chiropractor. She said she had fallen and she had some pain. She's up and about, walkie talkie, everything. You could have never tell. She just lost a few pounds in my estimation. That was
Mm-hmm.
July. By September, she was gone. And
Mm-hmm.
when I asked Kerry was taking care of her, she said she came down to nothing in the space of 1 month.
mhm,
And still that's one of another debt that I'm grappling with, you
mhm.
know.
Yeah,
So at that stage she must have just declined so rapidly, you know, that she
could
didn't.
have,
Mhm.
Yeah,
could have.
unfortunately.
The Jackie that I spoke to that day was the same Jackie that I had in high school. I did
Yeah.
look a laugh and but till she said that to me.
And I
Yep.
would want you to remember her that vibrant. I
Mm,
Yes.
like I would want to remember her up and about laughing. I wouldn't want to see her as much as I would want to be there to support her in every
mm,
weird way, shape, or form. I wouldn't want to see her in that position or
mm,
that situation. You know what I mean?
for her like that.
Yeah. But I'm sure her mom and her aunt and her cousin and everybody did what they needed to do in that last stage of
Mhm,
her life, you know?
mhm.
Wow.
And I will ask Jackie to close out the program here for me today. So go ahead first.
Hmm.
You go ahead first, Jackie. Any closing remark? And then Michelle and then
Jackie
Janet.
or Johnny? Oh,
Go,
you want me to go last?
yeah, go ahead first, Jackie. 'Cause I want you to close it out for me today. After you've given your closing remark. Yes.
Okay.
Um, I'm just so happy and glad that we can reunite and talk about our good friend. And as I said, we shouldn't leave it here. We should continue checking on people so that we don't have to say we wish were at her bedside. I mean, Janet said she wouldn't want to see her like that, but my in my head I still picture Jackie as the Energizer Bunny. You know that little ad
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
Energizer
Mm-hmm,
Bunny?
mm-hmm.
That's how
Yeah,
Jackie was
yeah,
to me. She have this little foot and she fast and yeah.
yeah.
So, we just need to look into life and how we call each other. Stop the texting, use the old time days phone where we check up on each other, what's happening. We went into social media and it has changed us where all we do is like something or smiley face or wave or whatever. And people don't talk anymore. And, as I said, I wish I had time with Jackie as an adult so we
Mm-hmm.
can sit and talk big people things,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm,
Not just, yeah. So closing out is my appreciation of this forum where we can, you know, make somebody life and the awesomeness about it, you know, and cherish the moments and the memories we have of a good friend.
Mm-hmm. Mhm. Yeah, man. Thank you for that. And you, Janet, any closing remark?
Yeah, just nothing too much, but let us give our loved one their roses when they're alive. You know,
Mhm.
let us tell someone or whomever we have in our lives how much we love them, and not just tell by lip service, but show.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
I know
My,
from a long time that there is no respect of persons, whether your race, your age, wherever you come from, that is no respect of person. And you'll know that because we are all in our 50s. Some of us are in our 60s. Some might be in our 40s. And when we're younger, we not think about that, you know.
mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
as we getting older in life, we start trying putting our will together and putting our children together and doing things that we ought to do because we know that we're going down. It and any day probably in another, I don't want to put a time frame on it, but there going to be a time when you guys are memorializing me, you know,
Mhm.
and that's the sad truth. However,
Mm-hmm.
let us put our lives in order, not just with our families and friends, but let us focus on where, if we believe in the afterlife, if we do believe in the afterlife, some of us have that faith to believe that that is not the end. But if we do believe in the afterlife, where we believe that Jesus is coming back and he's coming back for a commandment keeping people, he's coming back to raise us from the dead. Let us live our lives accordingly. You know, we're not robbers, we are not killers, we are not fornicators, some of us we're not adulterers, some of us. But
Mm-hmm.
let us live our lives in accordance to the will of God. So by faith, one day we'll reign with him forever and there will be no more death, there will be no more pain, there will be no more sorrow. That day is gonna come. So as we age gracefully, and I may add, because some of us don't look our age,
Mhm.
regardless, the bones are getting older. We have pain and ache. That is a reminder that we are not 20 anymore. But as we get older, some of us draw closer to 60, some of us join closer to 65 and stuff like that. We're not going to be here forever. So Jackie unfortunately went before us, but that's where we're going to, right? And so let us live our lives in accordance to God's will, that one day we will be able to reign with him forever and we'll see each other with new bodies, as I said before, okay?
Thank you, Janet. And Dorothy, sorry, coming to you, Michelle. I don't know if you want to unmute and speak. I see on stage back. I don't know, but Michelle, go ahead. Because we might have to do this over back with Dorothy if we can get the technology work. I don't mind doing it over if we have to. If Dorothy and maybe Janelle might have the courage to come back and talk. I don't mind doing it over Jackie. So if we want to arrange it back to do it over with Dorothy and Janelle, we can do it. So but Michelle, give a closing remark before I close it out.
Well, everything that both Janet and Jackie has said is a reflection of the person that she was. She was a strong human being. She was like like lightning in a bottle. She was she was a good friend. I don't know what to say, what more to say. She, as I said, remembering Jackie, looking back at the time, we never thought about it. But that girl never showed no kind of not happy or anything.
Mhm.
She wasn't a complainer then or whatever. So it was true, as I said, coming to the end when I found out that about her, is then you realize who I wish I had taken the time. But whenever the social media thing wasn't big, we probably would have keep in touch more. The numbers them to get misplaced. Some of them never have no telephone. For keep in touch with, I forgot write letter, honestly, at the time. But as I said, once or twice I visited her when she worked, and she was always in good spirits. Seemed like she was looking forward to something. She always she had vision, she had dreams. I know she wanted more for herself. She did tell me at the time when we spoke she had a daughter. I don't remember. Yeah, as I said, the baby was like about 9 or so years old. I remember that much. So when I got back in touch with her, and she had a 9-year-old kid, up until that point, I didn't even know she had a daughter. She had a daughter. But for the years that we spent being in school, the fun times that we had, it was never a dull moment. I appreciate the times that we had, the good times and the everything that we had, that she shared. She was a kind human being. She never indulged in any kind of negativity of such at all. It was a pleasure having her and can call her friend. You know, we looked out for each other, and she was always there. I'm just sorry that we take people for granted. Just like when we go back to Jamaica, we go link up. We never think say she was as much as she have good health strength and can run, and she would have been the one to fall with that. Not only on anybody, but her. It was just unbelievable. It was just I'm just it's still, yeah, now that we're talking about it, looking back, I'm me a picture Taki every time. I just remember her smiling. I'm just so sorry I got the chance to even tell her. We never get the chance to hug and tell each other how much we meant to each other, how much we relied on each other. Coming into school, can't wait for reach for go see each other. Over the holidays, even though we still link up and whatever, but I'm sorry, man, that Jackie just drop out just like that. You know, them says she gained her wins, even gained another angel. But I miss her here on earth. I know she would have a lot good stuff to tell me. We sit down and laugh. I really miss her. I really do. So,
Yeah, man.
everybody needed it.
Yeah, I can
Mm-hmm.
hear your voice, Michelle. And
Mm-hmm.
anyway, we're there for 2 hours. I'm going to close out the program here. And Jackie, if we can get the technology right, maybe we should. And see if we can get it. I don't mind doing it over, as I said, with Dorothy. And if we can encourage Janelle, I hope I'm pronouncing her name properly, to join the conversation. See what I'm saying? So we try work with the technology. What we probably need to do is do a check before we start and see if we can get the technology right, that everybody can come on and it flows smoother. I'd love to hear,
Right.
I'd love to hear from Dorothy, our sister. I'd love to hear from our
Right.
family member. And if our mother and our sister is saying live in England, if they want to join the conversation. So if you want to set it up, Jackie, you let me
Jelly,
know. You let me know.
Jelly,
Yeah.
can somebody call her and put her on speaker?
I don't know. I
You'll
don't know.
have to have a second phone.
It's not so convenient. But what I'm saying, Janet, I will work. Well, we coordinate with Jackie and try to get the technology right and do it over again, maybe another 2 weeks. And get all our
I mean, what we can do a small spin-off, say for 1/2 an hour, and it's
Yeah.
just focus on just her
Yeah,
family.
man. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah, because what we said here today, we can't repeat that because it's just, ad-libbing. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
come
yeah,
from
yeah.
our heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but we can put it as an additional, PS. So, and it would be Dorothy and the Janelle and maybe mom,
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. If you can
and
get them, you let me
then
know.
just
Yeah,
express
yeah.
their family memories of Jackie, and we make it quick so it's not too long and overdrawn.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I'll try and do that. But maybe Jelly, what we can do is also do a how to you have little manual
Yeah,
for
man.
how
No,
to operate
definitely. For
your
work. Yeah, definitely. I've got to work
Discord,
on that. I've got to
how
work
to
on
work
that.
Discord.
Definitely. That is something I've got to work on. That's something I've got to work on. Jackie.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. But anyway,
'Cause, yeah, I
ladies.
know I was challenged with it, so I know Dorothy.
No,
I'm
no.
I'm texting her as we go along, and I'm telling her to unmute her mic, but maybe she can't find where the mic is
No,
on the thing.
don't worry. I am challenging it too. So don't worry about that. And I only one. I mean, use it all the while. I am challenging it too. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of not user friendly.
no. But
yeah,
as I said, when you say a while ago, Jackie, is a good thing that just have a user's manual, instruction manual for give people for say this is how you all get on. This is what I need for those. So It's a learning
Yeah,
process to me. It's
before.
a learning process to me. You see what I'm saying to you? So,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
so.
So that's a plan. Dorothy and Dejanelle, that's a plan. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Yeah, man. That's a plan. We'll set up a date for that and we'll do it and see. All right. So, ladies,
Mm-hmm.
Jackie,
Good talk,
Jackie Will,
all. Bringing back
Jackie OO,
memories.
Jackie, Janet Brown, Michelle,
Mhm.
and Charlton. Dorothy, you're in the
Hmm.
audience. I know you're hearing us. Lariston, you're there all through. Janelle, Anthony Moore is there. Margaret Livermore is there. Luke Witter was there. Thank you all for joining this conversation. For memorialize Jackie Phillips. And this has been a great conversation on memory lane. And as always in all of these programs, whether Meadowbrook Memories or Meadowbrook Angels, God bless all of us. And God bless that great school at 2 Meadowbrook Avenue where we have them conversation and talk about our loved ones long after them gone and
Mhm.
talk about remembers them. So have a good night and God bless us all.
Thank you.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
We'll stay in touch too.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Right.
All right.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Mm.
Mommy, where's your one?